I'm Jim Blockey, coming to you live from my living room. Now, if Barrack Hussein Obama were the star of Liar Liar, the story of a man who had the I have to tell the truth disease, this is what the interview would probably be. Barrack, you talk about change. What exactly do you mean by change? This country is free. We have free speech, the opportunity to be self-sufficient, to make as much money as you desire. I will change all that. Pornographers, baby killers, qualified or not, liberal media and Democrats will, of course, keep those rights. But for all others, those liberties will be gone. Socialism is the change. Now, the Reverend Wright seems a little bit out there. You tried to stand by him as long as you possibly could, but you finally had to disown him. Did you really have no idea of what he was preaching from the pulpit?
Of course I knew. I sat there for 20 years for God's sake. I was just being political. Jeremiah's a left-wing racist that hates America and white people. I've always known that, and I don't disagree with him. But, you know, that's not what the public wants to hear, so I disowned him. Sorry, Jer.
Will your economic policies really bring back the economy and help the middle class and small businesses?
Oh, hell no. But it will put a lot of small businesses out of business and put a bunch of people out of work. And that will, of course, cause more and more people to rely on the government to take care of them. And after all, isn't that what America is all about? The government feeding, housing, and caring for its people so they never really have to think for themselves.
Now, what about Acorn? You really didn't have any idea of what was going on there, did you?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm from Chicago. What the hell do you think? And things were going great, too, until those no-good Snoopy Republicans found out about it and kept probing. If we can't cheat like this, we may not be able to win the election. Those Republicans, they're so dishonest.
Now, you gave a lot of money to Acorn. Now, are you asking for that money back?
Oh, no. They're doing a great job.
About your wife, she doesn't really hate this country like they're trying to portray her, does she?
Oh, yes, she does. And so do I. People living free, having babies, making money, and living their lives without any consideration of what the government wants, well, that's just unconstitutional.
Okay, you had two Pakistan roommates at Occidental College, Mohammed Hassan Chandu and Wahid Hamid. Now, that was back in 1979. Do you have any contact with them now?
Yes, they are great guys. And they're all in charge of those small internet campaign contributions for me. They're doing a great job.
Well, now it's been thought that Mohammed and Wahid are getting some of the contributions from the Middle East. Is that true?
No, I couldn't say. I told them to keep me in the dark, plausible deniability and all that.
Fannie Mae, Fannie Mae, now they have caused this country a lot of heartache. Now, you have said the Republicans, especially Bush and McCain, are to blame for this. Now, how true is that?
Not even a little. Bill Clinton put those people in charge of Freddie and Fannie. I think he just likes to say Fannie. Then he put the pressure on them to give loans to those people they knew could not afford it. But it made Bill and the Democrats look good. I was blaming George and John for political reasons, so I could get elected. I have advisors from Freddie and Fannie, and they have given me a lot of money, so I had to kind of shift the blame. The press was more than happy to do this and help me out there. What really sucked was when those right-wing radio guys pointed out that this whole crisis could have been averted if the Democrats had just signed either McCain or Bush's bill back in 2004, 2005. Because those guys could really see what was going to happen down the road. Sons of...
And what about your comments about people clinging to their guns in religion?
Well, that was the first sign I was coming down with this, truth or no matter what disease.
Now, do you really want to speak to terrorist leaders without preconditions?
Sure, why not? They're just like us, or at least we will be if I'm elected.
What do you really think about Joe the plumber?
I'd like to slap the shit out of him, but we got the last laugh. My team and the major media teamed up together to find out all the dirt on this poor sap. It was great. Our media is fantastic. Do you know they put over 100 times more effort and scrutiny on him in one day than they did on me in 2 years of me running for the president? Gotta love that media.
What about Bill Ayers? What is he to you?
My personal friend, advisor, mentor, and campaign contributor. Of course, I haven't been able to say all that because of the right-wing press. They take it all out of context.
But he's a terrorist.
Yeah, I know. He really hates his country. And I stood right there in the middle of his living room to announce my candidacy for the U.S. Senate. Together we knew we were going to change this country. I owe a great debt to that great man, and I will continue to show my support for him and those like him. In fact, I have strapped on me right now a couple sticks of dynamite just to show my support for him.
Now finally, you were a U.S. Senator for about 50 seconds before you decided to run for the presidency. Now what do you think qualifies you to be the president?
I'm over 35 and I was born in the U.S., sort of.
All right, but what accomplishments do you have that shows that you're fit to be the president of the United States, the most powerful country in the world?
Oh yeah. That's another change I want to make. That most powerful country in the world thing, people think we're bullies. I hate that. Accomplishment, well, my goodness, I am a Muslim and a Christian. If that ain't an accomplishment, I don't know what is. I mean, it is physically impossible, well, unless you're suicidal. Plus, I won the Democratic nomination. And for a black socialist, racist Muslim Christian who could be a terrorist and has shady friends and acquaintances and hates America, believe me, I consider that an accomplishment. Now, I thank you very much for asking that question.
Well, thank you for being here, Obama, and thank you for your honesty. This is Jim Blockey reporting to you live from his living room. Now, the question you've got to ask yourself is, what I did here today, was that a satire? Or was it really the truth? It's a question I think you really need to ask yourself. Thank you.